inside every one of us is an inexhaustible well of grit, guts, and determination. I suppose I get credit for having this bright idea 40 years ago to do the Leadville Trail 100 because the mine closed. We were the highest unemployment in the nation. You got to save two things. You got to save your schools, you got to save your hospital. If you lose either one, you're a ghost town. But you got to bring people to your town to spend money to save those two things. The key to getting them to spend money is that they stay overnight. And bingo, I thought, by golly, if they run 100 miles, darn sure gonna stay overnight. That was the beginning. We brought in jobs, businesses, and people that would help our community. But now, what we do, what we take the greatest pleasure in, is that we're changing lives. We are changing lives, and we've done that by the thousands. Let me just don't, for us, try to take all the credit here. In the beginning, we gave the Leadville Trail 100 a run. Then we gave it a bike. We gave it wheels. And then we joined with Lifetime, and Lifetime gave it wings. And because of Lifetime, it flew around the world. So these people can know that they can do more, be more. When they get in any kind of difficulty, they can do exactly what people started to do in Leadville when they first came here in the 1860s. They could dig deep. Digging deep made Leadville rich and famous. And I'll tell every one of these runners, you do the same. You dig deep, and it'll give you riches beyond whatever you can imagine.
I think I'm known as maybe the first mama of our Leadville Trail 100 family.
Our athletes that come to Leadville, we're going to treat them like customers. She said, no, Ken, we're going to treat them like family. And that's been the glue or the dynamite that's exploded all we have today.
And we think we have the greatest family reunion on the face of the earth every year.
I've watched so many documentaries and videos and things, and family is just the best word for it. It truly is, and this is something that I definitely will hold in my heart from now until the end of time.
This is Leadville 100 run. This is a 40th anniversary. I am an ultra runner, and also I am a coach, endurance coach for the Boundless. And I also personal trainer for the lots of runners.
For someone to have this goal of doing the highest 100-mile race in the world, I think there's so much value to that. And so we see it as coaches. We see a lot of athletes gravitate toward it because it's high, it's hard, it's challenging. It's one of the first, it's the second 100-mile trail race ever in the world. And just the ability for these athletes to come out and do something this hard and this historic is fantastic.
I'm Yuki Ikeda from Tokyo, Japan. I'm a professional mountain biker. I'm still kind of new to ultra running, but I found out this event called Lead Challenge, which is the mixed race over mountain biking and trail running. That interested me to race, so I'm so excited to be here to race it.
At an early age, I became a musician and toured professionally all around the world. And then one time I was off of tour. I came home for the holidays. And while I was there, I was struck by a semi-truck. I was riding my motorcycle. The wheels of the truck rolled over my right side of my body, crushing my arm and my leg. Eventually, it led to the amputation of my leg below the knee. I had the opportunity to hang out in my prosthetics, the prosthetics clinic that I was getting fitted. And I was just so inspired by the work that they did that I just had to be a part of that. So I went back to school. Instead of going the music route, I went into prosthetics. That moved me to Salt Lake City. Which being in the mountains, naturally, I went from being more like a track and field athlete and road runner and triathlete to now do more mountain sports like trail running, mountain biking, and I was just really, really loving it.
Being part of Leadville 100 started for me in high school. I read an article about the 1994 race, which was Ann Trayson and the Tarahumara natives from that era, just kind of captivated by the event itself. And I remember hearing about Ken Klober, and I remember hearing about May Queen and Winfield and the aid stations. It just resonated with me and stayed with me, and that kind of catapulted me into some training to get involved with it.
It's hard to explain, but racing in Leadville is very special. Like the race treats me not as a racer, it's like a family. It makes me want to come back every year.
You know, I make so many friends in here. So if I miss not doing the Leadville races, I feel I'm missing something. So I always have to come back. I don't want to be left out.
A 100-mile running race that defies comprehension. The Leadville Trail 100. Now, just imagine running 100 miles at 10,000 feet. That would be like running 100 miles at sea level with a sock in your mouth.
Especially when you realize this 100 miles is at altitude over the Rocky Mountains. Starting in Leadville, west around Turquoise Lake, then up Sugarloaf Mountain above 11,000 feet. Dropping eastward to the valley at 9,600 feet, then undulating south to Twin Lakes, before the 3,400-foot climb to the summit of Hope Pass. Next, a steep descent of 3,000 feet in 3 miles and a gradual climb to Winfield, the 50-mile point, and then it's back again.
Last weekend during the mountain bike race, I had a really bad accident on power line. I broke my collarbone, bruised my hip socket, I've got hematomas all over. I'm in bad shape. So I'm already starting with some adversity there. So my strategies for race day on the 100, they've changed also since my injury last weekend. I think it's going to be a lot of game day decisions, to be honest with you.
It is just before 4 a.m. in Leadville, Colorado, a town 10,152 feet above sea level. The temperature, slightly above freezing. And the darkness here will not lift for another 2 hours. Behind me, gathered 80 extraordinary athletes who are about to attempt an adventure most of us can't even comprehend. A run of 100 miles through the Rocky Mountains.
When I was young, my daddy said, gotta keep one eye open in your bed, 'cause there's a time coming
I mean, I was a changed person. I had no idea that I could overcome that kind of obstacle and still fight through.
It's just tough, no matter how many times you do. You know, altitude got me. But I'm doing good. Having fun. Leadville changed my life because battling cancer twice and come back from it, it was the biggest challenge. But you know, when you cross the finish line, it just changed your mentality. You can do it, you know. And like Ken said, you know, I know I could do more than I think I could do. So, you know, that's a big statement. And after that, it changed all my life. One step at a time, right?
There's an old saying that man's best friend is a dog. But if you're an ultra-marathon runner, someone who likes to go out on the trails for hours at a time, this may be your new best friend, a llama.
I love seeing the reactions on the volunteers as well as the runners' faces when they come through. For the runners to see that and what it means to them at this aid station is pretty cool.
Yeah, the hardest thing in the run is, for me, it's more mental, more than physical. I go through lots of up and downs. Sometimes I fall into like dark side for a long time. I want to quit so many times.
Nice job, man. So you are
Just getting here. Maybe so soon.
Oh man, I'm in bad shape right now.
You're in great shape, man. You're still smiling.
Actually, I like the process. You overcome your negativity. At the same time, in the race, you dig deep so hard. I still like, every time I race here, I discover new me.
I think what brings people back to Leadville is the culture of this race, which it goes far, far beyond just a simple race. I think people come in the beginning and then they think they're coming to run a race, and it is so much more. When they cross that finish line, run down that red carpet, I mean, it is a realization for them that there is nothing that they can't do, nothing they can't accomplish. And that, we call that Leadville in your heart. And when you have that in your heart, you can take it back home with you. And you know that you're unstoppable. And it does change lives.
I don't expect any big change or anything, because we're going to do everything just as we did it last year, just as we did it 20 years ago, just as we did it 40 years ago. We're going to do it with purpose and passion, and we'll do it right. We'll do it the cowboy way.